actually call it a School of Computer Sciences, and it includes computer sciences and computer engineering. Typically, the computer science and engineering are fields that are transformational and foundational to all engineering and sciences, even other areas such as law and health and design. So it was viewed that it has a special place, both because of its disciplinary notions and abilities. Today, most of the inventions and discoveries that are happening are the interfaces of various disciplines, and computer science sits right at the core of it, at the heart of it. And also computer science has many subfields. For example, in our School of Computer Science, we have 5 different departments, and that doesn't even include the hardware design. So computer engineering tends to be towards architecture and design of hardware. And other fields such as cybersecurity, AI, machine learning, deep learning, data science, and informatics, and many other such areas such as AR and VR, they are separate disciplines. So it was thought that it should be created separately. And as a matter of fact, it's the largest division. Even, after you have combined all the engineering fields, engineering departments in the university, this is the largest division. So for both for administrative reason and for academic and intellectual reason, this was separated. As a matter of fact, with this recognition that is definitely due to us, that frees up in terms of setting new courses, offering certain online and hybrid programs to others, and potentially even go global, and then determining the curriculum from a complete freedom perspective, that we as faculty and professors who are experts in the area, we could now kind of design and control our own curriculum. So it's a number of areas where it allows us to, for example, attract certain grants and certain projects, and therefore we can make it a very project-centric and lab-centric curriculum, and we can look for some internationalization of our programs. These are some of the benefits that come with it. We have a number of specializations today. First of all, I'll tell you, we have a B.Tech program, and we also have a computer applications or BCA program, and we have M.Tech and Ph.D. programs as well. Now, let's talk about the B.Tech program primarily. The kinds of specializations we offer are artificial intelligence and machine learning, banking, financial services technology, data science, blockchain technology, business analytics and optimization, cloud computing and virtualization, computing for sustainability, cybersecurity and forensics, healthcare and bioinformatics, DevOps or full stack development and full stack coding, e-commerce, graphics and gaming, mobile applications development, Internet of Things, and smart cities. Similarly, oil and gas informatics. Our university has its background as the first energy university of the nation. And, from that background, we offer certain specializations such as oil and gas informatics. We have image processing and computer networking as well. So there are a number of specializations that are possible and offered, that is. So we have a number of approaches that we apply. One is that today, the student joins into B.Tech in computer science and engineering without a specialization. After the first year, they are going to choose the so-called major or the specialization that we are offering. Two things we do at the beginning of the year, even the first year when they join, both the faculty as well as our industry partners. We have industry partners because we are making our students industry ready and industry relevant from the beginning. So what happens is our industry partners as well as professors present a synopsis of each of these specializations we talked about at the beginnings of their first year itself. But the students are given to make the choice only after a year. That means they have taken some fundamental courses, some core courses, and they have gotten the opportunity to interact with the faculty in various areas. But now that they know their faces and they know where they are specializing, we give that opportunity for about a year for them to, no hard decisions or any decisions they need to make. But at the end of the year, again, we have taken, for example, this year, 2 weeks of presentation. So in each area, each faculty and industry partner as well present the opportunities that are there, the expectations of the area, the prerequisite of a particular area. So let's say somebody wants to do AI and machine learning. They should be reasonably good with things like linear algebra. So we point it out, hey, if you think you are strong in these areas, you will do well if you study this. In addition to telling them, okay, what jobs, what companies, and what sort of a salary they can expect, and also higher studies. We focus, you could go abroad. Not all of our students immediately go for a job, although lots of them they do. So we take them to another 2-3 weeks at the end of the year, and then we actually do a survey. We say that, hey, these are the options you have. You can choose that as your major specialization. We are also offering something called a minor specialization, meaning somebody could do a major in, let's say, data science, okay, or big data, it could do, but in a minor in cyber security. This person can also choose, so that they do have a large platter of electives, and they are taking informed decisions, meaning we have very rigorous presentation of what is involved, what's the area is, and what the opportunities and challenges are. And then, of course, consultation with the faculty offline, office hours, all that is available. And then we are given their preferences. We ask for, okay, give us the preferences based on your own ability on the core courses and prerequisites that are required, and your own passion. Let us choose. And of course, there could be some hard limits. Let's say some very very popular, sometimes it's a popularity based things happen. Some courses or some areas, a lot more people ask for it. Then we kind of tell them, hey, look, some of these fundamental things we will teach in each of the courses. For example, the basics of machine learning is taught across all specializations. So really, you don't lose out if you think that, oh, it's only in the AI and machine learning class I will learn. So there are a number of such things we do, enable, so that they make a very informed decision about their choices. Basically, we have a non-exam pathway and an exam pathway for B.Tech. Let's talk about B.Tech. The selection criteria for non-exam pathway is based on the student being qualified for either JEE or board merit or SAT. Based on that, we and of course the minimum eligibility to enter, we have it as a minimum 50% in their class 10 and class 12 exams. And of course it is PCM, physics, chemistry and math, traditionally for B.Tech eligibility. And now talking about the exam pathway, those students who want to come through the exam pathway, the selection criteria is through online entrance test we called as UPES, EAT, which is the engineering entrance test, okay, or admission test. It is computer based online. So based on that, the top, if we have a number of seats, we take the top people, top students from each of these categories I mentioned, and they get admitted. Actually, this is one of the friendliest and enjoyable campuses I've seen. I am myself here been for 3 months, and so I can attest to that. But the campus life is very vibrant here, what I'm told. Of course, now we are going through the COVID, the pandemic restrictions. But when I look at the facilities and the infrastructure that is available, that speaks for itself. So, for example, we have something called a MAC, or the multi-activity center. You have gymnasiums, you have courts for basketball, racquetball, and volleyball, things of that kind. And we have a fantastic library. We have many seating and discussion areas. We have great sports fields, sports arena. By the way, UPS is well known for its cricket prowess. We have won some tournament against even the government institutions. So it is highly, our medical facilities, one of the best. The infirmary, we call it infirmary. We have 3 doctors there, chief medical officer, multiple nurses. We have 2 ambulances, and of course dispensary goes with it. We have a computer center that has a data center and a supercomputer like data center associated with it, so that any school, any department can make use of this. We have reading room and common room. We of course have physically handicapped students or faculty. We have braille software, appropriate ramps and lifts. We keep our campus safe through multiple mechanisms, such as some video and camera positioning, anti-ragging committee, and our security, 24-hour security personnel, and we have many clubs. I am actually surprised. In my field, for example, if I talk about, there is a IEEE chapter, there is a ACM chapter, that there is a Computer Society of India, or CSI chapter, and then on top of it there is United Developers and several clubs that the students organically have created. And there we have faculty mentors and what we call as pick, somebody in charge, Spokes, or the person single point of contact professor, and program coordinator professor. So we allocate. And of course our library resources are available from any corner. It's a campus wide Wi-Fi. We have pretty high speed Wi-Fi, not just in the name but in quality. We got, and they have access from their own laptop or cell phone. They have access to materials they can study. And we of course have an auditorium, an amphitheater. We have something called a rock museum that was co-constructed with the ONGC, a gift from ONGC. We have e-learning studio as well, and I'm told there is a yoga center. I'm looking forward to that when the COVID passes and we are there. We have a pretty sophisticated placement center with a number of employees there, helping our students, throughout their education years, starting from the internships to longer term co-ops, sometimes we call co-op engagements, to pre-employment engagements, to final placement, and there all the well-known companies that come to the campus last year, such as top recruiters. Some of the top recruiters are Accenture, Adobe, Cognizant Technology, Deloitte, UI India, Halliburton, IBM India, Coforge Limited as a company, Infosys, L&T Technology, LinkedIn even, PwC, and then smaller companies like Rakuten, big companies are Reliance Jio, Infocom, Tata TCS or Tata Consultancy Services, VMware, GBA. These are some, to name a few. There are a number of such companies who come and hire from our graduates. Actually, a very innovative thing we have done, where our first year students, the very first year students, get to do something called social internship on their first summer internship, where they are going to go work in the communities, the NGOs. We have lined up, I forget, 900 NGOs or 700 NGOs who are willing to take few, each one taking few students in their project sites. So our students learn about the issues and problems of the community and the society. They try to help them solve and give their hand in executing that. They make reports. They come back, even they apply technology in the campus to even solve some of the problems that could be solved by technological and scientific means. So that is one. That is, social internship is a fantastic innovation in my view. And then for the domain area, technical area, they go do internship on second year, third year, and fourth year. Okay, so what I have been told, that there are 140 plus recruiters hired our students. We are referring to this year as last year. Obviously this year is going as interns last summer during June to July, resulting in 100% summer internship for 922 students in my division that I lead. Of course, the big names, IT companies and non-IT businesses, modern businesses of various kinds are involved. About 10% of the seats we keep for merit-based scholarships, and we give 20% discount in the tuition for all girl students. All girl students. Yes. I would say that UPS is aiming to be one of the renowned world universities. And not only in terms of our teaching expertise that is very well established, we are also establishing us as a research university in the world. And we have hired some of the top faculties and administrators around the world. For example, in my school itself, I have faculty who have graduated not only from IITs and NITs and other institutes in India, but also I have from Berkeley, I have from University of Texas Austin, and some Singapore and Malaysian top universities. So it is a international flavor. So we are caring for quality. We are caring for the internationalization. So you will get both infrastructure and the quality and the experience. For example, the average experience of my professors in industry. See, we were industry focused also, very, very industry relevant we want to make. I am told like 10 years or something is the average industry experience for our faculty. which is an amazing thing. Normally, you don't get that. So, and also we want to, like I said, we are envisioning transdisciplinary major projects. For example, one I have just given a vision for is what I call smart campus that utilizes pervasive, intelligent, and secure computing. So that involves various areas where we can make, smart campus, apply it to the villages around our university. So you would have a fantastic connection to the real world, to the real people and community that is encouraged by design, by our own volition. And then we have going to have a robotics center that will bring in engineering, computer science, and design, and other fields. So you have tremendous opportunity to grow. And we value with our, the new leaders. Some of my colleagues are also from, they have experience, international experiences. For example, I was a chief architect of Intel worldwide, where I had my teams in 4 different continents. So we bring a wealth of experience in addition to being a professor and in various universities. So what I'm trying to say is that the student experience that you will have, the quality of instruction and research focus going forward that you will see is significantly more. You will see our publications this year, before even NAC considered last few years when we were pretty good and we got A. But going forward, we think in 3 years, we'll get the highest ever ranking. We are hoping. So that is the determination that we also have. So I hope this will help our students make, potential students make their decision.